Language lab class. This is the second class. So basically, we are discussing basic grammar for English language in this language lab class. Okay. And we can practice a little bit also. So I have just started for the first day. I started parts of speech. I already discussed that, but none of you were there. So for you, I can again discuss it. So first, please listen what I am telling, like what I am discussing. Then please ask me if you have any query. So I want to ask you that parts of speech is a very basic idea. So do you have any idea about parts of speech? What is parts of speech? Okay, so parts of speech are the various elements in one sentence where every word is acting differently. So we know that sentence formed with so many words, and every words have different actions, and every word has different importance. So all these words, like different words which plays a different kind of action, these are parts of speech. So there are 8 parts of speech in English language, and each of the parts of speech has different action. So I'm showing you once again. Just a second. So parts of speech are among the first grammar topics we learn when we are in school or when we start our English language learning process. So parts of speech can be defined as words that perform different roles in a sentence. So some parts of speech can perform the functions of other parts of speech too. Now, there are these 8 parts of speech. Please see: noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So what is noun? Noun is a naming word. So any name of a person, place, animal, thing are coming under nouns. And nouns can start with a capital letter, and nouns can be singular or plural. Now, what is pronoun? Pronoun is a word which can be used in the place of a noun. Like the girl is riding her bike. So instead of the word girl, so girl is a noun. So as pronoun, you can use she. Like she is riding her bike. So pronouns can be used in the place of noun when suppose you are writing any paragraph in a story. So if you are repeating any noun like again and again, so at that time you can use pronoun. So it sounds good, like not the boy or the girl. So you can use he. So I, we, you, he, she, it, they. All these are pronouns. Now, what are adjectives? Adjectives are the modifiers or describers for a noun or a pronoun. So adjective is a word used to modify or describe a noun or pronoun. So it usually answers the question of which one, what kind, or how many. Now, like suppose in this sentence, a young girl brought me a very long letter. So letter is the noun here, and how is the letter? It is very long. So you can use any other adjective here also, like You can suggest the young girl brought me a very old letter, or or anything else. It's not coming to my mind right now. So adjective always modifies or describes the noun, not pronoun. Now, what is verb? Verb is always the action word. So a verb in a sentence expresses action or being. So there is a main verb, sometimes one or more helping verbs. Uh, so a verb must agree with a subject in number. So verbs also take different forms to express tense. So verbs are always the action words. Now there are different kind of verbs, and you need to follow some forms of verbs according to the tenses. Like present tense verb is something, for past tense verb is something, for future tense verb is something. So for present tense, you can just use the same form. For past tense, you have to use the past tense. And for future tense, you have to use will or shall before the verb. Now, according to the person also, the verb form changes. Suppose I'm showing you here. So I'm using the whiteboard for it. Now, what I told you, there are three forms of the verb: present, past, past participle. So maybe this is the present tense of the verb. What is the past tense? Went. What is the past participle tense? Gone. So go, went, gone. These are the three forms. Okay. So now I'm saying there are different persons also. Like first person, I, we. Second person, you. Third person, he, she, they. He, she are the third person singular, and they is third person plural. So with I and you have to use the form go. So as I is singular, but for in the first person, you have to use the main form of the verb, that is go. And we is the plural. So I am taking which are singular, and I am putting across which are plural. So I is singular, you is singular, plural, both. He is singular, she is singular. We are plural, you are plural. I told you that these are playing the same role. You and singular and plural, and they is also plural. So with second person, you also have to use go. With the third person, you have to use goes, and with the plural, you have to use go. So I go, we go, you go, he or she goes, and they go. This is the form. So, and there are tenses also that we'll discuss in a separate class. So tense also changes according to the person. According to the verb form changes according to the tense, and it also changes according to the person. So is it clear what I am discussing? Anyone? Divya? Rajkumar? Deepika? Lavanya? Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Rajkumar, did you understand what I said? So tell me, can you give me one example of noun? Ranjana, Balaji, Vinita. So let's get back to the main point. So we have discussed adjective and verb. Now, what are adverbs? Adverbs are some words. You can easily identify adverbs when there is a ly with the word, like gently, extremely, carefully. All these are adverbs. Now, well is also adverb. So, adverb describes or modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb, but never a noun. So, noun or pronoun is described by adjective, and verb or adjective is described by adverb. So it usually answers the questions of noun, of when, where, how, why, under what conditions, all these things. Now see the same sentence. The young girl brought me a very long letter. So in the previous one, long was the adjective. So long was describing the letter. How was the letter long? Now in this adverb option, very is the adverb. So very is the word which is telling or describing how is the how long it is very long. Okay. Then quickly disappeared. Then all these things are also adverb. There are a lot of adverbs, but the easy way to identify one adverb is you have to see whether ly is there. Okay, what is preposition? Preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun, like by, with, about, until. And there are a lot of preposition in, at, under, from, for. So preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or pronoun to form a phrase modifying another word in the sentence. So therefore, preposition is always part of a prepositional phrase. Sorry. Now there are two options. One is conjunction and another one is interjection. Conjunction. So the main rule of conjunction is to join two sentences. Okay, it joins two sentences, odd words like he is honest, but careful. Otherwise, so this way conjunction joins two sentences. So this but and add here in the first sentence, but honest but careful. But is joining two words, honest and careful. And in the second sentence, he is doing his work and he is doing his study. So and is conjunction. Okay. So what is the main role of conjunction? It joins two words or two sentences. Now, what are interjections? Interjection are the exclamatory words. It expresses your sorrow, your joy, everything. So, like, alas, his father died. So, like this, you can write. So, alas is the interjection here. So, I think you have understood the concept of parts of speech. Please respond. Vinita, Balaji, Deepika, Lavanya, Rajkumar. Please unmute yourself. Now what? Your teacher is asking you to unmute yourself, but no one is responding. So what we are discussing? Akshara? Hello Akshara, I know you are there. Unmute yourself.
Yes,
Yes, I was
uh,
asking for a long time. Why you are not unmuting?
I have just joined now.
So you are not seeing what I was teaching.
I have just joined now. Till now, I didn't join. I have installed Zoom app just now.
Very good. Revant, Rajkumar were there for a long time. Rajkumar, Sneha, so we have discussed parts of speech. Now we have to come to tense. So what are tense? Tense is a time which indicates time. So according to tense, the verb form changes. There are three tenses: present, past, and future. So tense is the change of form. Tense is the change of form in a verb to indicate the time and the state of an action or event. So in English, tense must be expressed in all finite verb or phrases. So there are three tenses: present, past, and future. So in present, it is a grammatical tense which indicates the situation of the present time. Like I teach English in the class. So what is present tense? Present tense always indicates some incident which is happening now. So this is present tense. I teach English in the class. Now there are four kinds of classifications in each tenses: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. So simple present, it indicates the action which happens regularly. Like I eat rice in the lunch. He plays cricket in the field. Present continuous, it indicates the action which is happening now. Like Rohan is playing cricket. Present perfect, it indicated a past event that has a present consequence. Like I have done the work. Present perfect continuous is I have doing the work. So I'm showing you the forms. In simple present, subject plus the main of the verb. Present continuous, subject plus so in the simple present, subject plus the main form of the verb. In the present continuous tense, you have to write the subject plus is, am, are plus ing form of the verb. Present perfect, subject plus has or have plus third form of the verb. In the present perfect continuous, subject plus has or have plus been plus ing form of the verb. So these are the four forms. So I'm giving you one example. So your subject plus the main form of the verb I have used. So work is the verb. Now how I have used it. See, Rina is third person singular. That's why I have added one is with the verb. Now what is present continuous? Subject plus is, am, are plus ing form of the verb. I am teaching English now. So here I have used I, subject, am, according to the first person singular am, teaching English now. Present perfect, I have been doing the work. So these are the forms you need to follow. So if it is he, you have to use he has, or she has, or it has. And if it is plural they or you, then you have to put have, because you cannot use has with the third person or singular number. So this way you have to use present tense. I had shown you the form. Did you note down it? If you don't note down, you cannot remember. Did you understand? Everyone is silent.
Yes, ma'am.
So Akshara, tell me how many types of tense are there?
Uh, Present,
Hmm? Present. Second, only present tense is there. Deepika?
past, present, and future.
Yes. So give me one example of present tense. Akshara, I am asking you. Give me one example of present tense. What I was discussing all this time. Are you discussing present tense classifications, everything? Did you hear that?
Ma'am, you were discussing the classification of present tense.
How many types of how many types of present tense are there?
Simple present, present continuous, present
Hmm.
perfect, and present perfect continuous.
Very good. Now, in simple present tense, what is the form we use? What is the structure of the sentence in simple present tense?
Ma'am, in simple present, the subject plus the main form of verb is used.
Okay, good. So, do you have any query in what I have taught today? Parts of speech and tense.
Ma'am, I have joined from like I was not there in the
Hmm.
part where you were teaching parts of speech. So the tense part is perfect for me.
Any other student who has any query for parts of speech? Okay, so if you don't have query, I will conclude the session here. Thank you for your attention today.